Walmart Plus included on select plans for free.
Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart.
Requires service on Gold or Platinum Unlimited. One offer per eligible account. Paramount Plus Essential Plan only. Separate registration required. Additional terms apply.
It's time now for Ask an Expert. Every weekday at this time on KCBS, we're giving you direct access to top experts in various fields. As you've been hearing, today is Giving Tuesday, promoting charitable donations and generosity across the country.
For a closer look at the challenges facing the Bay Area and the ways you can donate today, we're joined live on the KCBS Ring Central Newsline by Kevin Zwick, CEO of United Way Bay Area. Morning, Kevin. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me with you.
So this holiday season, how great is the need?
Well, the need in the greater Bay Area is somewhat overwhelming, and I think that's why so many nonprofits are stepping up right now and asking people to support them on Giving Tuesday. Here at United Way Bay Area, our mission is to mobilize the Bay Area to dismantle the root causes of poverty while also building equitable pathways to prosperity. And that's a big lift in the Bay Area, where 1 in 4 of our Bay Area residents are struggling to afford their basic needs. That's more than 600,000 of our neighbors. So, and that's not a number that's getting smaller. So the needs are really great, and there's a lot of organizations that could use your support today on Giving Tuesday.
What are the root causes of poverty?
Well, in the Bay Area, over and over again, we see one of the main root causes is housing. Housing is still issue number 1 in San Francisco. It's the number 1 issue that people call our 211 helpline. That's a phone number that United Way Bay Area operates throughout the Bay Area, where if you need help, you can call 211 and get connected to social services, assistance, and other items. And people call for a variety of reasons, but it's the housing affordability crisis, which is really the number 1 issue that puts and keeps Bay Area families in poverty while also, perpetuating inequality.
Geographically, what part of the Bay Area are you talking about here?
So we look at United Way Bay Area. We operate in 8 of the 9 Bay Area counties, from Solano County in the north to Santa Clara County in the south. So, and while people call for a variety of reasons into our 211 helpline for hunger, for food, for mental health assistance, the number 1 reason people call throughout the Bay Area, not just San Francisco, is housing. Sometimes the issue's a little different. Sometimes it's about eviction protection and rental rights. Sometimes it's around the fear of people becoming homeless because they're about to lose their housing, and where do they go for help. But housing, we keep seeing as one of the top issues while people struggle to keep their heads above water in the Bay Area.
A lot of these people are the working poor, I understand.
Yeah, that's true. Over 1 in 4 Bay Area working families are the ones that struggle to cover their daily needs. So 4 in 10 households in the region pay at least 30% of their income on housing. When we put out every other year, we put out a real cost measure study. What does it really cost to live here, in conjunction with United Ways of California? We found in the Bay Area that a family of 4 needs $110,000 per year to cover their basic needs. But 2 adults working full-time for minimum wage only earn about $60,000 a year. So that's a big gap, which means it's mostly people who are working. Most people who are working, I should say, are struggling to get by, but especially people in our community, especially vulnerable members of our community, are some of the most affected and having the most challenges in staying housed, staying fed, and staying well.
And demographically, who are those people?
Well, the Bay Area demographics, there's a lot of racial disparities between when we look at who's struggling with the high cost of housing and with trying to get ahead. So racial disparities are quite evident. It points to also overrepresented, and that just points to generations of different policies and programs that have not been distributed equitably, that have led to the situation today. There's been generations of displacement and gentrification, and we're really struggling with the impacts of that now.
United Way Bay Area has an event going on today. Why don't you tell us more about that, Kevin?
Yeah, well, today is Giving Tuesday. Giving Tuesday and the holiday season in general, where we're moving into now, it's a really important time to engage in the community, both with people giving money and giving their time. So today I'm down here in San Jose, and we're excited to help rally our Giving Tuesday efforts. We're looking to raise $50,000 today, so if people are looking for a nonprofit to support, they can go to uwba.org/donate, and they can support United Way Bay Area and know that money is going directly into our work investing in and operating poverty-fighting programs throughout the Bay Area. Down here in San Jose, we have a volunteer event as well with one of our partner organizations, our corporate partner supporters, BMO. They are here in our San Jose office, and they're bringing in a lot of their employees to help us pack hygiene kits for one of our nonprofit partners in the community who's going to help distribute them. So today's a great day to get out there, find those nonprofits in your community that work on causes that are important to you, and support them. Overall, donations are down throughout nonprofits year over year this year, so I know a lot of organizations are really trying to take advantage of the attention that Giving Tuesday puts on giving, and using this as a time to rally supporters and rally funds and rally support. So please do support the nonprofits in your communities today.
One of the things that was highlighted in your real cost measure in California for 2023 was the impact on children. Can you share that with us?
Yeah, absolutely. So, during the pandemic, there were policies and programs in place that finally made a huge dent in child poverty, and that was the expanded child tax credit. For the 2 years that we had the expanded child tax credit, this is an extension of the federal tax credit program, child poverty actually went down. It went in some cases got cut in half. It was the most effective program of its kind that we've had in generations. And unfortunately, that program and many others that were very effective at getting to some of these root causes of poverty and getting people on their own pathways to prosperity were taken away as the pandemic has ended and some of these pandemic-era programs have stopped. So the child tax credit, we're still fighting for it to come back in its expanded version federally, as well as at the state level, and other programs that were around during the pandemic, such as eviction prevention programs, which kept families together, kept families in their homes, were also crucial, and children were a main beneficiary. When families have to move because they've been evicted, children oftentimes have to move school districts. It's very disruptive, and those types of impacts carry on for generations. So, a lot of the work that we do, a lot of the policy work we do, is focused on families and focused on children, such as the expanded child tax credit and things like eviction prevention and rental rights.
I wanted to ask your take on the San Francisco supervisors advancing this housing development legislation. Good idea, bad idea?
Well, I'm not sure exactly which legislation you're referring to, but housing and how we're going to end our homelessness crisis is would be the top priority of local legislators, regional legislators, state legislators, and the like. And so we have a couple of really big opportunities coming up in 2024 to really put in place new policies and new programs and new funding at scale that can actually address the depth of the housing crisis we're in. At the same time, we have to look at issues of the supply of housing, particularly that type of housing that can house the most vulnerable members of our community. So any type of legislation that's going to speed up the rate at which new housing is produced, especially if it's for the most vulnerable in our community, is a good thing, and it should be at the top of the list. And housing is so complicated, it's going to take a lot of tools in the toolbox, as we like to say. So, a lot of these legislations fix, one or two specific problems, but that's the way problems ultimately going to be solved. It's a lot of creative solutions and a lot of experimentation.
Kevin, thank you very much for joining us. You've been listening to Kevin Zwick, CEO of United Way Bay Area. You can listen to the entire interview and past Asking Experts on the Odyssey app. Download the app to your smartphone and favorite KCBS radio. The interviews are posted in the on-demand section, or you can utilize the rewind feature to listen back to them.
Stay close. Coming up on KCBS, his sister, the man accused of killing Cash App founder Bob Lee, arrested for DUI.
Most online dating profiles are works of fiction. At It's Just Lunch, we are all about fun, real-life dates set up by real dating experts. Save the fiction for your nightstand and call It's Just Lunch today. Visit itsjustlunchsanfrancisco.com or call 415-989-9818.
Mail Medical, their mission is to provide you with the medical care you need to improve your ED, low T, and incontinence. With years dedicated to improving the lifestyle of their patients in the Bay Area, Prime Mail Medical strives to improve your love life and overall health. Listen to Dr. Robert Rowley.
We have virtually every medication known to man to help men. We specialize in acoustic wave therapy, sublingual lozenges which bypass the digestive system, making them work faster and more effectively, injectable medications, and testosterone treatment for those patients who need it. Impotence problems can be treated in just one visit.
Why wait? Don't lose hope. Call now. Get a PSA test, testosterone test, Doppler ultrasound, and a full year of free visits for just $99. Call now, 415-761-4037. That's 415-761-4037. 415-761-4037. Or go to primemailmedical.com.
Your Tuesday morning News Watch continues.
The sister of the man accused of killing Cash App founder Bob Lee in San Francisco in April has been arrested in connection with a car crash in the city. Records from the San Francisco Sheriff's Office show Kazar Momeni was booked on suspicion of DUI, hit and run, and related offenses after the crash at Gary and Larkin late yesterday morning. Authorities told the Chronicle Momeni was arrested after officers spoke with her and witnesses at the scene. Kazar Momeni emerged as a key figure in her brother Nima Momeni's case, with prosecutors saying that Momeni had confronted Lee about his relationship with his sister and their alleged activities in the hours leading up to Lee's death. Nima Momeni has pleaded not guilty.
U.S. Representative Anna Eshoo will leave Congress next year, which means her seat will be open. KCBS's Jade Hernandez reports Eshoo is urging talented women to step forward to fill it.
Mother knows best, and many might say they are always right, too.
As my mother used to say, we'll see what happens with the final field of candidates.
U.S. Representative Anna Eshoo from California's 16th Congressional District broke down how she feels on our State of California program on who might replace her after her own announcement she will not run for re-election next year.
We have an enormous amount of talent here, and the voters have very high standards, so this is going to be, I think, a highly competitive race.
Which she says is important for voters. With Thanksgiving week barely past, the Congresswoman says she's not formally endorsed or connected with anyone looking to succeed her yet. Some names swirling around the soon-to-be vacant seat: Santa Clara County Supervisor Joe Simidian and Assemblyman Evan Lowe. So how important is it a woman replace her?
Well, I think that it does matter, and I hope that there will be talented women that step forward as well.
Jade Hernandez, KCBS.
Marin County Sheriff is urging county leaders to approve the installation of dozens of automated license.
The vehicle was broken into sometime between midnight and 5 a.m., if that's what the resident is telling us, and we'll be able to start looking at any vehicles that came in or out of that particular neighborhood within that certain time frame.
area. The 31 cameras would be placed at 9 locations where a high concentration of crime occurs and at choke points where there are limited ways in or out of the area.
There's folks that come to the county of Marin, commit crimes, and then leave going back to where they're from. And so this is a great tool that will help us investigate and try to solve the crimes that do take place, and it also acts as a great deterrent.
In San Rafael, Jeffrey Schaub, KCBS.
We've got a new crash in Brisbane. Dave will have the details in a minute.
You've worked hard all your life and fought for every penny, and now you're looking for a bigger, better retirement, right? You deserve safety, security, and someone you can trust. Does a 9 to 11% possible annual return sound right for you? What if you could have a secure investment that's not affected by inflation, interest rates, bank collapses, or market crashes? With agents having more than 30 years experience in this sector, 1850 Financial can help. They could deliver an annual 9 to 11% return with no market risk. Most IRAs and 401ks are eligible. With 1850 Financial, expect a secure investment without exposing your principal to market risk. So if the market crashes, your money is never at risk. Again, most IRAs and 401ks are eligible. Thousands of people have found financial security and stability using this proven strategy. To take advantage of this opportunity where you could earn a 9 to 11% annual return and to see if you qualify, call 1850 Financial at 844-703-0000. That's 844-703-0000.
Time to check out your Tuesday morning commute with Dave Fowkes from your local Honda Dealers Traffic Center. New crash in Brisbane?
It looks like northbound 101 near Sierra Point Parkway. Not getting a lot of details at the moment from the CHP, but in the Children Auto Body Collision Cam, we see the traffic backed up before Oyster Point. If you're in the neighborhood, see what it might be. 415-391-KCBS, the KCBS phone force number. Not far away, southbound 280, still slow in South San Francisco from Westboro, as you head down to the 380 interchange. On the peninsula, northbound 101 slows to the 92 interchange into Burlingame, and southbound 101 still in recovery mode from earlier problems, but it's slowing much better. It's going to be under the speed limit from Marsh Road as you head down into Mountain View. South Bay, much better now. Still have some slowing though, northbound 87, Capitol Expressway, past Almaden Expressway, and northbound 101 slows from the Hellier up towards Gully, again from, let's call it Allen Rock, into the 880 interchange. In the East Bay, southbound 880 slow and go in stretches from 238 down through Fremont, slow to recover there, although at least it's a lot better than it was earlier. And westbound 80, we've got slow traffic San Pablo Avenue down into Berkeley. A crash after University still on the right shoulder, adding to the slow traffic. The next traffic updates at 9:48 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
Thank you, Dave. Partly cloudy and mostly sunny skies today with increasing clouds. The warmest spots around San Jose and the Santa Clara Valley in the mid to upper 60s. Rest of the Bay Area topping out in the low to mid 60s. Rain chances hitting the coast late this evening, spreading across the rest of the Bay Area late tonight through the first part of tomorrow. Some lingering showers are possible Thursday and Friday. A slight chance of showers on Saturday. Now looking to dry out for Sunday and Monday. Forecasted highs for today, 69 degrees in San Jose, 64 degrees in San Francisco, and 65 degrees in Oakland. Traffic and weather together is sponsored by Pier 39.
Come see the trees dancing with light, a musical show that's sure to delight. Pick up gifts, have dinner and wine. The holidays are happening at Pier 39. Tree lighting show every half hour from 5 to 10 p.m. Visit pier39.com.
It's football season, and the NFL is in full effect on the free Odyssey app. We're heading into the final stretch of the regular season, and the playoff picture is starting to come into focus. Whatever team you're rooting for, the free Odyssey app has you covered with the local talk and your team's podcast. Plus, listen to play-by-play of every Sunday night, Monday night, and Thursday night game from Westwood One. If you're looking for the NFL, it's all on the free Odyssey app. Download it today and search for your favorite team. That's AUDACY.
Custom lens replacement from Laser Eye Center of Silicon Valley could be your permanent solution to glasses, contacts, and readers. Join their free live webinar December 8th.
Hey, it's Dr. Craig Bindi. We'll discuss the differences between LASIK and CLR, who's a good candidate, how much it costs, and much more. Please join us.
CLR. No glasses, no contacts, no readers. Join the free live webinar Friday, December 8th. Register at lasereyeclr.com.